dragged you to their karmic to secure a spot. Um, they thought that you wouldn't find love again. Okay? So this person used you as leverage. Okay? They talked about how bad you were as a person, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, a husband, a boyfriend, a lover, to their karmic lover, so that this individual would, accept them. It was a way of this person actually being in the energy of playing the victim, okay, to someone that really didn't know too much about them. This is a lost karmic energy that, don't understand that they're being manipulated by, someone. So they thought that this person was being truthful and being honest, but in reality, what this individual actually want is to is what they have, okay, what they bring to the table. This is somebody that preys on what other individuals have. It's never about love or this person being in love in general. It's always about what someone have. This the only thing that they're going to see. This the only thing that they're going to actually notice. And strangely, some karmic energies, they're happy with the fact that, they have someone that's bragging on them and what they accomplish and what they achieve, but they don't understand that, they're being set up for failure. Because at the end of the day, if someone is lusting over something that you have and you desire, or something you accomplish, that means that they'll do anything to have whatever it is that you have for themselves, even if they have to take it from you or sacrifice you or even cause you to lose it, you know. So they got baited in by this sorry motherfucker, okay, that dragged you for filth, okay, in regards to and with hopes of having this strong connection or building a strong connection. So whoever this individual is, I feel like they're receiving some hefty karma because they tried to capitalize off of your pain. Okay, some of you could have definitely been hurting, been in pain, or some of you may not have been. But for the majority of you, you could have been, when you didn't understand what was happening, what was transpiring, what was going on. Why was this person, lacking in different areas? You could have experienced a whole lot of things with this individual. And it was all to find out that behind the scenes, this person was already plotting and planning against you with someone else. And they thought that they broke you so bad to where you wouldn't find love again. Well, you definitely have options, and you definitely could have found love again. You may have many offers of love that's coming in to you at this time, and you really, it's so many that you may not know which one is which, because you're not trying to run into another individual like this individual. So it can be hard. That can be the only struggle for you. That can be the only reason why you are not in a connection right now, because you're trying to dodge anyone that's like this individual that you just dealt with. And if they give you any signs of them being like this individual here, it's like you're gonna definitely curve them and skip over them, and you're gonna bow out gracefully, okay? And that's what's going on. So maybe you guys are in an energy of, you know, seeing either who you want to choose, or tapping in on who's trying to choose you. You could be chiming in, you could be asking questions, and whoever these individuals are, they gotta fit your criteria. But this is the type of individual, they thought that you had to be desperate like them and go run to the first thing because they have this or they have that, and it's all material things, okay, that you can very much have yourself, okay. But at the end of the day, it's like they thought that they were getting with someone that had something on you to try to look down on you in some type of way when they don't have anything. This is somebody with nothing. Okay, this person don't have nothing at all. Starting with no morals, no integrity, no finances, no nothing. Okay, whoever this individual is, this is like a gold digging man or woman. Okay, and this is the type of individuals they seek out. You know, they could be boring in bed, they could be bunk in bed actually. So whoever this person is, they didn't really make the cut for you either. Maybe you were settling with this person, and it's the reason why you're going through what you're going through with other individuals, as far as um asking questions, okay? And not just asking questions, watching to make sure that what they say is aligning with, you know, what they told you, and it's the honest truth. So I feel like somebody here is really big on someone being honest and someone being truthful. But this is someone that really, really tried to drag you and drag your name through the mud, like you was just this bad person, to this karmic energy talking. Why is this person with even talking about you to a karmic energy anyway? You know, but like I said, this person had to use you as a leverage to get their foot in the door with this individual here. So let's see what we have going on here, child. And this is someone that didn't think that you will find out the things that they were saying. And for many of you, this person can't even face you because they know what they did in order to, you know, get in a position that they could be in or that they were in. Okay, but eventually this karmic energy is gonna end up leaving this individual, because whoever get with this individual, they don't stay long with this person, and they know that. So they try to get everything that they can get in the beginning, while these individuals don't catch on to, or didn't catch on to, you know, that the fake individual that they actually really are. Okay, and whoever this person is definitely a pattern with them. All right. Also, this is somebody that could have been trying to hold back intimacy with you. You know, they could have been trying to prepare themselves. You could have been holding back for them because, like I said, it wasn't worth your while anyway. You know, it's not like you were getting anything out of the deal when you were being intimate with this person. So, with that being said, there could have definitely been a deal breaker. And I feel like this is the type of individual this is. This person is not even good in bed, but they have a whole. The only thing they're good for is running their mouth. Whoever this person is, they run their mouth a lot, but they were never satisfying you at all. And for many of you, that's the reason why you didn't go after this person. That's the reason why you ain't never try to chase this person. Like, what are you chasing someone for that can't satisfy you mentally, spiritually, sexually? You know what I'm talking about? Because that should be a factor. God put that here for us to enjoy. So with that being said, if someone is not fulfilling you on a sexual level, then what are you really doing? You know? It don't get that serious, right? And maybe that's what you had to tell yourself when it came down to this situation before you like fully disconnected from this person, because you could have left sexually, then emotionally, and then you could have made your physical move from this person, due to the nature of the lack of intimacy. It's like this person didn't know the first thing to do to turn you on, to get you off. Something was going on. Okay, so maybe you didn't even care about this person stepping out or doing whatever it is that they were actually doing, but they still were not going to do it on your watch. And so since this person knows that it was a lack of intimacy, they tried to drag you to a karmic and tried to make it like it was your fault or your problem or something was wrong with you, when you could have that good, baby, whoever you are, man or woman. You know, but this is someone that tried to make it like you were the issue. No, 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 no. That wasn't the case. Okay? So if they spoke about that, then they possibly had to speak on them. And I'm definitely hearing somebody bring that up. Otherwise, Spirit would have never gave me that download. That you know, they could have been saying that, you know, they wasn't having sex with you like that because it wasn't good. That's what they forgot to tell their karmic, that you didn't enjoy intimacy with them at all. It was a waste of time. Okay, while they were sitting up there talking, it was a complete waste of time. Some of these individuals be so narcissistic that they don't even really know how to get down on that type of level in the first place. Some of them be too rough. They just really don't know. They did not find their emotion when it came down, or when it come down to, intimacy. They lack that. But this is somebody that think that, I could be with who I want, I could get with who I want. Yeah, if they want to accept anything, if they want to accept anything to be with a person, yeah. But there's no real person that want to deal with somebody that don't know how to, you know, uh, please them, to say the least. What do we have? Pop up. Okay, so for some of you, you have someone that's going to pop up, or somebody wants you to pop up on them. Okay, whoever this new individual is, surprise visit, reaching out, or in person. So you definitely have options that you could be weighing at this time. Okay, maybe you just exploring the options to see what it can be, or maybe you starting off as, friends. You starting off on something like light with these individuals here, because you need to know what you need to know. Okay, some of these individuals you already put in the friend zone, and they just don't know it yet, because maybe you didn't tell them, or maybe you actually will tell them. Now listen, we can't be anything but friends, because they don't fit your criteria, and you're not dropping your standards, because any red flag, it's gonna put you right back at like, it's gonna be like you hitting the reset button. You know what I'm talking about, collective? You're gonna be going right back to the drawing board, like what you dealt with this other sorry motherfucker that you guys were dealing with, that spoke on your name. Look at this contemplation. If you gotta be in this energy of being unsure about a choice or a decision, yeah, choose no. It's a no. Anything that puts you in contemplation mode, no. Is no. Is no. It's no. It's a hard no, too. It's a hard, easy no, collective. What else we have going on here? Yeah, we could be friends, but it's a hard no on the relationship. Look at this. Commitment in the reverse. You cannot make this up. It's a hard no on the commitment part if you're not coming fully equipped. And that means that you need to be established. You need to have your own everything. Some of you are not going to be dealing with anyone that's lacking in any area, like, especially if this is a man, ladies. Like, you got to have your own. You got to have your own house, your own vehicle. Show that you are independent and you can do things on your own, versus, you wanting to find a woman and the woman have to build you up. In 2025, we're not building any men up. We are their helper, okay? We are helpers of men. But as far as going back to what you used to be when you didn't know any better, and trying to help someone become successful and start this from the ground up and build them up so they can, no, because look where it got you at. You started helping someone build themselves up. People that, whoever this person is that was lacking, you could have gave this person ideas, or showed them a new way to live, showed them what living really actually was, and they could have tried to take that energy and bring it to a karmic energy, and like it was their own idea. So hell no, you're not going to be doing that anymore, okay? As far as building anyone up, unless you guys are or official. And what I mean by official is they're coming in with their own, and you are doing your part as being a helper, ladies, to whoever these men are. They gotta already be self-made. They gotta already be self-sufficient. You know what I'm talking about? They can't need you for nothing financially. You know what I'm saying? Unless you guys got some type of business endeavor or something like that going on. But as far as, you pouring into the relationship and taking care of a man, hell no. Hell no. They supposed to take care of you. And if they can't do that, then bye-bye, baby. Goodbye. It don't matter what this person have going on. You understand what I'm talking about? And any man that have a problem with that, then they're really not a man. You were made to be this man's helper. And that's a man that already have everything they need. The only thing they're missing is a woman. You understand what I'm saying? That type of man. Anything other than that, yeah, we could be friends. If that, if you want to be friends, cool. But as far as, me being your woman, that's not going to actually happen here. So yeah, look, we have love affair here. So you learned your lesson from this situation right here. Well, whoever this person is, they were always tapping into different love affairs, being secretive, having third parties, hooking up. And this is someone that didn't understand, baby. Listen, if you dealing with someone, that's why it's important to, deal with who you dealing with. If you have an open relationship, then that's your preference, then that means that this part is not going to resonate with you. If you and, someone is into like a poly type of relationship, or whatever. But um this is someone that portrayed themselves to be like a one man's woman, okay, a one woman's man. Take it as it resonates, but they don't understand that once you open yourself sexually to other individuals, then whatever you felt for your person is gone. You know, it could be gone just like that. And this is somebody that definitely stepped out on this connection and was always attaching themselves to other individuals, picking up on their demons, bringing their demons back to you. And you wonder why one day you guys were good and then the next day you guys were fighting or not speaking or having a cold shoulder because somebody went out and explored other sexual energies. That's why. There's no other reason why someone either they want to get to someone, or either, they just come from someone, collective. All right, look at this. Look what's sitting on top of this deck. Intimacy. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Intimacy is here. Passion, coming into union, chemistry, and missing you. You understand what I'm saying? There was no way that you guys could even have this. This is what broke due to this love affair energy right here. But I feel like this person was trying to break you in general by doing this. But the only thing that it could have made you do was expose them for the dirty dog and the dirty monster that they really are. That's it. Okay? That is it. Because it's like you didn't have to keep this a secret about, how this person really is, because it needs to be made known that this is the type of individual this is. And I don't want to hear that, this type of guy or girl will settle down for the right one. That's no. Once you are like this, you are always like this. It's embedded in you. Okay? This is not somebody that's gonna change for no right one. The plot only thickens, when you dealing with a person of such. If they done lost so many things and so many people before, then they don't have a problem with losing again. Okay, this is somebody that feels like they living like they have nothing to lose. So all those sayings that you guys be saying on, Facebook, Instagram, and you lose them how you got them, and all of that is bogus to me, because people gonna do exactly what they want to do. And if they have a pattern, nobody speaks of patterns. They always speak in the same old slangs that our, grandparents and things like that said, but nobody speak on the truth. Once you are that type of individual, that's the type of person that you're going to always be. And there's nothing that no one can do to change who you are as a person. It don't matter who this person get with. It's going to fail, because it's their the problem. And whoever this is, they're not trying to change. As you can see, they bouncing from person to person. So what makes you think it's going to stop with the next person or karmic? And this is the reason why I tell you guys, never feel bad for somebody moving away from you to go towards somebody else. What you think that person's gonna get if they don't get it worse? That means that they're bringing a trauma and a conflict from whatever this was that they had with you into this new situation. It's just going to keep going. So never let nobody make you feel like you're not worthy or you don't have enough. You have exactly what God wants you to have. Working on better, working on better. That's what's going on. So don't never feel like, someone one up to or someone got you. No, because this karmic energy don't even realize that they're another victim. You just someone that mastered what this individual was doing. Nobody else cracked the code on this person. So they had to get away from you because you was gonna fuck up what they got going on. You was interfering with the drill. You understand? Oh, you gonna speak on it too, and you don't have you don't care about speaking on what I did, and you don't care about how I look or how I make you. Oh yeah, you know. And then on top of that, I gotta move away from you because you gonna expose what I'm doing. This is somebody that wanted to silence you. They wanted you to take all of this in silence. Whoever this person is. And when you stood up for yourself, they were like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go find somebody that's dumber than you. You know, I thought it was you, but it's not. I need somebody slower and dumber that's not gonna say anything and let me do what I do. Because this is not someone that's gonna change. And so when it came down to this intimacy, like I said in the beginning, this is what affected the intimacy between you guys. Okay, this person running off or jumping on other individuals, man or woman. And this is who they always been. They don't listen, they were not raised right. And when you're not raised right, baby, you're gonna have to go you're gonna have to go do a factory reset on this person. Okay? In order for them to be who you think they have the potential to be. You got to go back to when this person was a fucking baby, and you got to start all over again with whoever this lying scumbag is. Okay? Because whatever energy they in, they fixed in it. And they laser focused on it. They don't give a damn. And they may be a tenderoni. They may fall for the first piece of ass that they get that's new. You know, weak. Weak. Men or women. You know, they whipped and hooked and all for nothing. You know? And that's how it be when you bonk. That's how it be when you bonking, baby. God don't bless everybody with everything. So if this somebody that thought that they were good looking, okay, well, where you lacking at then? Where you lacking at then? It's somewhere you lacking at because you don't have it all. Look at this. Broken mirrors. Okay, speak, Lord. Right? Broken mirrors. It's somewhere. Something is going on. And that's without judgment. That's just real talk. You know? So if there's somebody that thought that they can get this one and get that one and do this and do that and be intimate with this one and that one, they don't even have it down there. That's why some of these energies result to sex magic. They don't know what they're doing. Or it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And if this resonates with you, think about it. Okay? Think about how that went. How you were faking the whole time. Trying to make somebody feel good. Look at this. Okay? So we got Netflix and chill. We got sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. I'm telling you, even if this person, listen to what I'm telling you. Even if this person is with somebody that they had an affair with, some type of way they're making time to do this, is never just this one person. If the only time it'll just be this one person is when they feel like, you know, they trying to get this person to see, they trying to mold, they in molding season. That's the only time this person will show up perfect, when it's new, when it's fresh, so they can learn everything about them. See, this is somebody that's being learned right now, okay? This is another victim that's being learned. So that this person can know how to move, what to do, how to get them to pour into them, how to get them to give them the ins and outs on this, that, and the third. This have nothing to do with love. And whenever this person is not around, they find a way to step out. But they may not be doing it as much right now because they know this person on high alert. They feel like they got to work to really gain this person's trust. And once they gain this trust, they out. This is what this person does. They don't want nothing intimate for real. They just want somebody that's stupid. Stupid enough to let them be intimate with other energies. We got love affair here, intimate here, spending time with others here. This is who, and then we got broken mirrors in the middle of all of that. This is a broken individual. And nothing will fix this person. Nothing. Nothing. So it's either you gonna settle for a situation like this, uh, because you don't want to look like you lost. Well, baby, holding on, if you holding on, then you already lost. Okay, you already lost. What else we have? Look, we have unfinished business here, and this is somebody that's sitting back feeling like they have some type of unfinished business with you. No, 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 no. Okay, look, push and pull because you remember nights. You remember nights. You remember the push and pull energy. You remember the imbalance. You remember their stubborn nature, stubborn behavior when they were not, when they were shutting down and turning cold on you and things of that sort, acting like, a picture on the wall. You understand what I'm saying? Like you were not even present at all. Like they were so unhappy with you. So you freed this person. You could have told this person, listen, you can go and kick rocks and go and do what makes you happy. Okay? And if this person was not getting readings on you to see how you feel, they wouldn't have been sitting there looking like a fly on the wall. Whoever this person is, with intimacy being here, that means intimate conversation, communication, all of that. They should have been having those type of encounters with you, but instead it was being sneaky because this is a sneaky mother. Say it with me. Say it with me, collective. This is a sneaky mother. Here go your microphone, your spiritual microphone. Okay? So what was happening here is this person, they rather spy on you instead of, having a conversation with you. And that's because they didn't want to really have a conversation. Because they're like, listen, there's nothing that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And if I can line these dummies up, that's what I'm going to do. Because this is how this person think of men or women. Look, toxic love. I can't make it up. Look, this is how this... Listen, you got to be toxic to deal with this person. You got to be ready to fuss, fight, scream, holler, slam doors, break things, listen to this person threatening you. This is not no fucking love. And this is not the person that they introduced to you. And this is not going to stop with this person. I don't give a damn who you think you are. Who you think you are. This is not going to stop. You could be going through it right now. Not you, but whoever these karmics are that like to spy. You're going through this right now, huh? We know. So we got drama, addictions, love, hate, relationship. One day they love you, the next minute they don't. And this is the way you got to deal with this individual here. And they blame everything on you. This person deserves a fucking award. I'm telling you guys, think about it. This person, give this motherfucker a gold medal. I ain't gonna need much cap to you. I ain't gonna even hold you because this is Mr. or Mrs. Toxic right here. This is Mr. or Mrs. Toxic right here, collective. Like what? This motherfucker need a crown. Okay, crown this motherfucker. Okay? With the dramas and between the drama, the addictions, the toxic love, I mean, you gotta love this person. So if anything, you love this person from being the dumbest motherfucker that you ever met in your life. Because this is the definition of insanity. When you could... I'm done. When you can operate in this energy and then you have your days when you pretend that like you calm and cool and then the days you snap. Oh my goodness. And collective, listen, you could be the only one that understand this toxic food type of lingo, and that's the reason why they saying they have unfinished business with you. It's like you the only one that get it. And since this person is so fucking sick in the head, they feel like, okay, boom. Okay, boom, we got the intimacy down pack. We got the passion. So we're going to be coming into union soon because of the chemistry. And I'm missing the collective because they speak my lingo. They know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm doing. And they don't give a fuck like me. And ha ha ha. Who is this person, collective? this Oh my goodness, baby. And I feel like it was never a dry moment with you laughing at this person. Even if you wanted to be upset, you couldn't do nothing but replace it with laughter because you know this person fucked up for real. And you also know it's not your problem. It's what make it sad. But this individual is fucked up. He crazy or she's crazy. I'm telling you, collective, what we have. Look, unknown caller. This is the type of shit they like to do. They like to try to be discreet, but there's nothing discreet about this person and their shenanigans. But this is their own way of doing things. You know, this is the type that'll call you blocked or stalk your social medias because it's like even though you may feel them there, but you don't know they're there type shit. I'm telling you, this person is crazy. We got hanging up, unknown numbers, and the killer part is this person would do all of these things, but would literally die if they found out that you're doing the same thing that they're actually doing. Yeah, and it's the reason why they want to keep in contact with you because the first sign of it, see, they cool when you're not doing it and they still tapped into whatever they doing and they doing it. But the moment, the very second that this person feel you move on or you courting someone else, maybe you got to show this person what you working with, collective. Maybe you've been trying to spell this food, but at the end of the day, this is the type of individual that will want you to know what they doing. So like I said, 2025 is not playing no games. It's time for you to pop out and show this person that if you wanted to line them up every day of the week, you can also do the same thing. And it's not going to be a good feeling for this person. You're going to shut down everything that they got going on. So if you want your lick back, 2025, we getting our lick back, collective. It's the year to show this sucker what you working with. Because if this somebody that went towards somebody for commitment, that mean that they locked in and they got to pretend to be locked in and they got to pretend to be stuck and you got your options on deck and you don't owe nobody nothing. So let's go. How about you start today? How about you start today? Yeah. Let's go. Look, guidance. Spirit said that. That's T. Clock it. Clock that T, winning team. Clock it. Okay? Clock it. Guidance, faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Clock it and pop out. Okay? Clock it and pop out. And some of you are definitely going to be doing that today. Why? Because you're not committed to no one. You don't want this yet. You're having fun. So let the summer fun begin in the springtime. We are approaching the summer shortly in June. And June is just around the corner. Okay? So bring it in. Bring it in, collective. When I say tap in today, tap in today. Tap in today, collective. Yes. Today is the day. You got exactly what it takes. They want to Netflix and chill and they want to try to play some type of game with you. And since they spoke on your name, pop out. Pop out. Because they really got this little karmic dusty feeling like, they the answer and they the prize. And, you don't have nothing on them. You understand what I'm saying? And although you are not competing with anyone, of course you're not, because you're not competing for this person against this karmic, right? So with that being said, you pop out with something new. Pop out with something new. And they got to keep continuing to pop out with the same individual because they're trying to mold this person. And by the time they look up, baby, listen, you have went on like 5 or 6 dates because you can do that. You are single. It's time to pop out. Like I said, what pop up coming here, either somebody wants you to pop up, pull up on them, or they going to they want to pop up and pull up on you. Some of them want more than that. Okay? Some of them want more, but you got to pump your brakes. Okay, baby, let's take this slow. Like, what we doing? What we doing? Because I don't know if you the one. You know the song, you the one, yeah. You the one, yeah. I don't know if you the one yet. Baby, don't try to come in and try to stop my fun. Now, you could be a part of the fun, but you're not about to try to stop my show. Like, what you doing? And whoever you are, you could be someone that was, you could be someone that was really non-committal. So this energy may not be anything new for you. You could have always had friends. You know what I'm talking about? Well, you come and go and I don't got to deal with you. So this could really just be you right here, to be honest. You know what I'm talking about? Netflix and chill and get the fuck. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got to, yay. We don't need all that. You know? We're not trying to have all that. Let me breathe, like, right? Suffocating energies, because you already know what's happening with you, collective. Okay? You already know what's happening with you, and you don't even have to be intimate with these people, and they're going to be hooked on you. So imagine if you give them the P or the D, how it's going down. And it's going to start this energy right here. So that's why you got to keep things light with these individuals. When you got that divine wine or, wallet, you can't be going around just, you know what I'm saying, giving that to anybody. You know? I don't want nobody stoking me like that. You can't be going to just give that to anybody. You got to know what you're doing when you're doing it. It's a gift to have that. So you got to be very selective, because you already made mistakes before. Okay, like this situation with whoever this individual is. Yay. What do we have? Look, red flag. Okay, it caused this person to crash out. Okay? Started cheating, started deceiving, all of that. Because they were in your energy and feeling like they needed to, one up you or get back at you for whatever reason. This is the type of stuff that stuff you working with does. Cause energies to crash out and lose control of their emotions, do things that they really didn't want to do, knowing they want you, knowing they desire you. But yet and still, they go start and have all these love affairs and all this, that, and the third. Like, what? Okay. So whoever it is that you picked and you chose, you got to stay with that individual. And now it's time for you to show them what you mean by that. Because words not working. This person feel comfortable with you telling them that, stay with this person. And meanwhile, you working, going home, and then that's it. You not living life. You not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no motion with nobody else. So this person thinking like nobody don't want you and this, that, and the third. So they feeling like a superhero. It's time for you to humble them. It's time for you to humble them, collective. It's time for you to humble them. Straight for them. And it's a personal. Straight for them. Like what? Because obviously this person forgot who you were. Now you got to reintroduce yourself to whoever this is. Okay? Especially because they spoke on you. That's the ultimate disrespect. And remember, Spirit said, you don't got to go in eye for eye, but it may come back a whole nother way that you just don't like. And I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you guys the tea. What I heard pop out. It's time for you to be seen with somebody. Since this person think you don't got no motion. Fuck everything else. What they feel like, what they talking about, all of that. Collective. It's 2025. They flexing with some female or male. It's time for you to pop out, baby. Because there's somebody that's thinking that they finished you when they made that move. Baby, that wasn't no chess move. How is a chess move and the collective laughing at you because they already know how you operate? It don't matter if they been dealing with this person. That means you been new. You get it? Yeah, somebody been sleeping on you, collective. Somebody been sleeping on you, sweetie. They thought you ain't had a juice no more. I'm thinking about the movie. He said, what? I got the juice now. Look at this controversy. Now they feel like it's a freaking controversy. Yeah, this how y'all gonna have this person looking. Like, rah. You understand? On that type of time, screaming and shit. And this how they gonna turn around and start screaming at they karmic. Because they mad because you done popped out. Baby. Yeah, they gonna feel like this is a controversy, this is drama, this is a scandal, and the truth coming out. See, I knew it the whole time. No, 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 it wasn't the whole time. It's when the collective caught wind of your conversation that you thought that they couldn't tap into their audience clairvoyant energy to hear and see what you were telling this karmic energy about the collective. Now you're gonna get chastised and you're gonna learn from speaking on a collective. You're going to learn from speaking on a collective. This person could have known that you were like a private person, collective. So it's like whoever this is, when they go low, they go to hell. Okay, now it's time for you to jump right on top of them and push them further down. And push them further down through there. Look at this. Look at this. Spirit said, what? What did I tell you? What I told you, collective? Spirit said, dating, new love, options back on the market. See, y'all don't be believing your girl when I be telling y'all this stuff. This is how you do it. That is how you do it. What else we have? Look, boom, it's going to put them right on their ass, collective, just like you want it. Just like you want it. Now, you are being guided. Remember, guidance came out. Faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. You get it? You not harming nobody by popping out with somebody. You not harming nobody. You not doing nobody nothing. You not going to eye for eye. You simply doing you because you back on the market. Okay? And you available for a new love. You available for options too. Okay? Yeah. And not just no any options. Sometimes people like to do cross country. And what I mean by cross country is, long distance relationships. Nah, screw all that. Me personally, I feel like you should be someone that keep it G. Like, if you met this person and they're from your city, then deal with someone else from your city too. That's how you do that. Keep it in the city, baby. Okay? Yeah. That's what you do. Look, avoidance in a reverse. All right? That's what you do. You don't got to go looking outside of what you know, because some people, they're religious like that. It's like you really can't get jiggy with people from other places because you guys feel like you just too indifferent. You don't really have nothing in common. So for many of you, you're definitely going to be dealing with someone that's from where you were born and raised at. Baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And this is how you do it. So you can have a good old time. They know what you talking about. You know what they talking about. It don't have to be the breakdown. You guys already on point with everything. Okay, look, stubborn. Yeah. So, and Spirit saying you leave this stubborn son of a gun that's in this rock bottom energy, receiving karma, dealing with jail or legal issues, and whose life falling apart. You boss up on this individual that's bossy, selfish, and inflexible. And that's why that's why Spirit got this person in this other connection, to be honest with you. They are in this other connection so they can't block you. You see, they trapped, they stuck, and you're not. You're free. So whoever this is, they are trapped in a situation here. This is what's going on. But you're not. So look at that collective as a blessing. You can do what you want when you want. And for 1 minute, don't think for 1 minute that you are lonely, because you're not. You got the collective, and you got other outside things that you could do outside of, work and family. You got other things that you could actually be tapping into. So don't ever think that because you don't have a plus one that, you not living and you not the answer. Yeah, you are. Because really and truly, if you want to be honest, all the ones that got a plus one is looking at you, wishing that they can be in your position. You understand that? And that's just how it go. Especially when people feel like they missing something. Sometimes relationships is not all what it pan out to be. Especially not no marriage or no commitment with nobody that's talking about no marriage. Man, run from these type of individuals in 2025 that's talking about marriage collective. This is the most unfaithful generation ever. So why you can't be single and be in traffic? Okay? Why you can't be single and be in traffic? You didn't start this. This is somebody that stepped out on you. So guess what? When you go low, you going harder, you going home. Okay? Once somebody step out on a connection and start a love affair or have a love affair with someone else, it's over. It's over. I don't care how you try to put it. Once they make that decision to go and be intimate with someone else, how in the hell you gonna look at this person and be intimate with them ever again? Make that make sense. How you gonna do that? You gonna treat them exactly how they deserve to be treated. Like somebody off the street. And that's it. Especially if you go back and be intimate with this person. It's like, boom, boom, you got that, now bye, you can go. That's what I mean about treating someone like they off the street. You did that, now you can go. We don't have to shack up. You don't got to call me. I ain't going to call you. That type shit. And this is how somebody made it, collective. The moment they decided to step out on you and tap all the way into this toxic love, it's like, hell no, my nigga or my girl, you ain't about to play with me like that. You ain't about to play with me like that. Not at all. I don't even look at you the same. Everything you said was a lie too on top of that. So get from around me. Get from around me. And that's the bottom line. So while this person going around lying to these karmic energies, these karmics so slow, it's like how you don't know if you the one that was with them. If they ended up with you, that mean that you've been dealing with them the whole time. So how you don't know why the collective decided to move away from this person? Why is you letting this person sit up there and drag the collective to you? Because a real man or a real woman gonna say, listen, I don't mean no disrespect, but I don't want to hear anything about nobody that you dealt with. It's not about, what you had going on with them. It's about me and you. Why is we talking about what you had going on with somebody else? What the hell do that have to do with us? Right? And many times you're not going to find someone that's going to be able to answer that question. And that alone is a red flag. It shows you that they hung up on whoever it is that they talking about. And they don't even really see you yet. So you're a rebounder or a placeholder. Now you pick which one you are. You understand why some people say, I grew to love that person? The love grew on me. You understand? When you forcing it and you around it, of course you're going to start feeling something for someone you around. First it's going to start off as like the type of love you have for a friend. And then when you be intimate, and then when you start feeling sorry for these individuals, then you start feeling like you love them because now you have to. Because you know that they love you. You understand that? And whoever this toxic son of a gun is, that's the way that they roll. So yeah, all these weddings, and I tell you, I done saw some beautiful weddings, collective. I did. I really did. And I always dreamed of having like this exclusive dream wedding. But when I say it's going to take a special somebody collective to change my mind in 2025. And that's just me generally speaking. Because again, I'm a part of the collective and I see what's going on in the world. You know, I'm a YouTuber, so I be on YouTube. I see things on YouTube. I see things on other social sites, and it's not what it panned out to be. I love love. You know what I'm saying? I am a lover. I'm a lover girl, lover woman. I am that one. When it come down to that, I love love, period. But if it's not right, then you won't catch me in it. You won't catch me in it. And I'm telling you guys what's going on. Okay, these people be wanting you just to have you as to put you on a shelf to make sure nobody else don't get you, but they don't mean that they done playing around. They not. I'm really starting to think that marriage is all cursed because I don't understand. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand how God said, or the Bible says, trust no man. And then when you get married, you gotta trust a man or woman. You know what I'm talking about? I don't understand that. I really don't get it. And if somebody know, tell me in the chat. Because I really don't understand that. It sounds like, I don't want to say, it sounds contradicting. I'm not saying it's a contradiction. It sounds contradicting to me. But yeah, you got to submit and surrender everything to man. Like what? Who we supposed to be loving? A God in them? When they showing that they popping out in straight devil energy? I don't know. It could mean something like that. Gotta let God pick your spouse. I thought that's what I did. Shoot. And I went to church. And I ended up with a freaking devil. I went to church, I'm telling you, and I was praying for my significant other, my person, my lover. And I was around that time, I was really doing that. Ended up with a freaking devil. Devil in disguise. Do you understand what I'm talking about, collective? Yeah, you do. So I ain't gonna say damn the church, but the way that I feel about the church and what the hell I came out there with and how my life went after that, I think that's why I stopped going to church for real. You understand what I'm talking about? Like how my life went from that to praying for somebody just for me in church and ending up with a freaking devil. Hell no, shorty. Hell no, shorty. I know that's right. Hell no, shorty. The devils live there. Their spirits are there too, even if they're not present. Hell no. And that's why I know that I'm not religious, because I'm not even doing it no more. And then when you bring up church to these devils, they won't flash out on you because they are demons. These men and women are demons. Do you understand? You got demons living with you. You don't have a person living with you. You got demons living with you. And it's never their fault. It's never their fault. They're never taking the blame for nothing because it's not their fault. Remember, it's not their fault, collective. These demons are old reincarnated demons. And what they're going to do is point the finger. That's all they know how to do. When it comes down to accountability or them even agreeing with you, never. And these devils only give you compliments while they trying to mold you. After that, that's it. It's over. It's over. Anything else that come out of their mouth is gonna be every blue moon, and it's gonna be bogus. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, so that's why you tap into this energy, man. Look, make it rain on me. Make it rain on me. That's what's gonna make me happy. That's what floats my boat. Make it rain. You know what I'm talking about? So many of you are tapped into the energy of going get it and coming back with it. You know? Manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur. This is what you tapped into. Entrepreneurship. And if you ain't there yet, you thinking about it. You manifesting the abundance. It's all out. In Jeezy voice. It's all out. I'm trying to tell you what's going on, baby. Look, unemployed in the reverse. You're going to be doing something for work. And as long as God see you putting one foot forward, everything else going to fall into place for you. When I say everything going to fall into place for you. Don't never let nobody make you feel like you ain't worthy, then trying to sabotage you, because it's the same individual that'll be parading around with another man or another woman while they still connected to you, and then be telling other people that know you, oh, we not together no more. Just constantly trying to assassinate your character. Trying to make it like, you know, they shitting on you and they one up, and baby, listen, pop out with this new person today. Okay? There's nothing wrong with a little datey date, baby. And if you don't like this person, move to option number 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or fucking 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10. You understand what I'm talking about, collective? Keep them open, baby boy. Keep them open, baby girl. And there's options, there is. But again, you guys may just want to be friends. But these other energies may not see it like that. You can have a friend around that you kicking it with, but as far as just like wanting to be exclusive, this is not the time to be exclusive with nobody. They're coming with a whole lot of trauma. Who trying to trauma bond in 2025? These energies gonna switch up on you, bitch, like you switch your... Listen to what I'm telling you. They wait till they get you and switch. That's worse. You don't get no lower than that. How you wait till somebody fall in love with you or even marry you and then switch up? That's worse than worse. And all of these demons are flocking together. I see many of them. Some of them I know too. Some of them I know in real time. You know what I'm talking about? People that I know that's newlyweds. And they want to post on social media, baby. Listen, don't forget they got seers that's watching too. We see everything. We may not be looking for you specifically, but that don't mean that we ain't run across you and see how you treating your newlywed. You can't hide your demons for that long. And some of these people are green. They don't know who they dealing with. They don't know who they getting into these situations with at all. But you were someone different because you knew. But you see, God handpicked you for whatever this situation is because he knew that you can deal with it. You understand what I'm talking about? And try to break this generational curse that's been going on. So you won't be dating officially dated until further notice, until you've been made aware of this curse being broken for real. When you start seeing more love, real love, floating around in the air and in the world. But the way we dealing with this inflation and all of this stuff, baby, Somebody saying somebody to take care of somebody to get something done. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to keep on going like that. Some people got bigger bags. So somebody going to be dealing with somebody that got a big bag to bring to somebody else. And it's just going like that. Because of the times that we living in, our land is not healed. Okay? The food we eat, all of that. None of it is, I'm telling you. Because this whole world, they missing one thing. And that's God. They all got to bow down. Every head, knee, every knee shall bow. Every head shall bow. Every knee shall bend. Every tongue shall confess. Okay? Everybody. And I may have said it wrong or backwards, but you guys understand what I'm talking about with it. Everybody got to get down on their knees and repent so our land can be healed again and acknowledge God as the Almighty and there's no other above him. But people got people putting people, places, and things before God himself. And it's the reason why we living in a struggle world. It's the reason why all hell is breaking loose right now. Okay? And especially in the relationship department, it's not love. These individuals is in survival mode. So if they got to commit to somebody to survive or make it like they living, because I'm telling you, it's not love. It's not love, collective. Not for real. Why? Because social media ruined so many relationships. Okay? Because everybody putting on for the internet or people that's on the internet and all this kind of craziness, collective. That's what's going on. What else, Holy Spirit? Whoa. All those fell. Let's see. Let's see what's happening here. All these fell. You can't take nobody serious. Anybody will check up with you. Look at this. We are planning. Okay, text, phone call, meeting up. That's what's going on. Like I said, I don't know who this is, what pop-up surprise visit, reaching out in person, but we also have planning. This could be more than one individual. Text, phone call, meeting up, something like that is going on. Child, baby, what? This, and this is why you were called, okay? You the one for these individuals here. And that's what God knows, okay? For these type of individuals, it may not be all, because I'm not saying that some people don't have real love in their connection. You know, everybody is not like this. Everybody don't operate like this, you know, but a majority of folks, they definitely do. Okay, look at this. Man, listen, Spirit said they definitely do. The deck is here, collective. These are the ones that fell for you. Double life. You understand? And sometimes somebody got to deliver the brutal truth. Because sometimes people sweep it under the rug that this is their reality. Try to make it up, or paint the roses red, or, you know, try to act like they turning a blind eye to it. They be knowing that they partners be out here fooling around. And they deal with it because they don't want to look like, you know, they lost a situation, or they don't want to hear, they're not ready to hear the words that, you know, we're no longer together anymore. Bitch, I'd rather hear we're no longer together anymore before you be walking around and parading around with somebody on me. You understand what I'm talking about? Let it be known that you are with them and not I. Yay. That's the right thing to do. So we got liar, deception in another relationship. Hello. Hello. I don't have my music on. I can't find my remotes, collective. My daughters lose all the remotes, and I'm so mad. Look at this. We have inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Yeah, and this is the outcome for these individuals here. But in the meantime, in between time, you explore your options. This don't have nothing to do with you, because whatever this individual did or said in reference to you, and I'm sorry, about you, to these other individuals here, they gotta pay for that. They gotta pay for that, baby. That's the way of using witchcraft too. Excuse me 1 second, guys. What the hell is going on up in here? I got so mad last night, collective. I goddamn unplugged the TV. Okay, I just snatched it out. I couldn't find the remote. My kids had those cartoons playing. Oh my goodness. All right, so whoever this is, they're definitely in this energy right here. Chaos. No, pick your head up. Pick your head up. No need to feel embarrassed and ashamed now. And this is the type of individual, they try to go in places where, people don't know you at, and things of that. So they hiding. They hiding. They hiding, collective. This person ain't know that your swag kicking. Like what? And that's why you got to get out. That is the reason why you got to get out. I always try to lead by example. I'll do it for y'all to show y'all how it go. Okay? Now, don't be surprised when I post it on my what you calling for you guys, on my community board, to get you guys started, to show you that it's not a game out here. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yay. Like what? You need some motivation? Because this is what's going on. This is what's happening. Swag, when I say swag is critical, when I say swag is kicking, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That unfuckable with energy, I'm telling you, collective, is that critical. And folks don't even know it, like, you know? Folks don't even know it. Baby, what is y'all talking about? I say what I said. I just said I mean what I said. So I don't know what people is talking about. Because you want to have options and explore your options, don't let nobody try to talk you out of you having options. Don't let nobody talk you out of you having options to explore. If you are single, you can do that. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're talking about. How you not respecting yourself if you have options? Make that make sense. That's what I'm saying. These people want to have control over you, and you are not one to be controlled. Like what? People think that they can do whatever they want to do, and you, like I said, you supposed to just sit on the shelf and marinate. Baby, listen, you all your precious years is behind you. Some of you are getting up there in age. What you waiting for? Everest.com to come and get you off the sofa and introduce you to someone? That's not what's going on. Look, spiritual attack. I'm telling you. Okay, this is what you've been dealing with. So now you are free from this infirmary. Okay? You are free from this energy right here. To where you were undergoing an attack. And don't let people spiritually attack you with words. Because I said I'm going to pop out and post it on my community board for you guys to see that my swag kicking. I mean that. I don't understand what's the issue. To get this party started, baby. Like what? It's 2025 and I mean what I'm telling you guys. Sitting around being sad, drowning in your sorrow, moping over a relationship when there's a beautiful, it's so beautiful in this world. Look at outside. Look at out here. Look. Look at the grass. Look at the sky. Look how beautiful it is. What is you doing? Like, what are you really doing? Like, what are you doing, baby? It's a beautiful world out here. You not meant to just sit there, marinate, and freaking die because somebody did you wrong. Get up, get out, and get something. And if you want to explore your options, explore your options. Like, what the hell? Look at this. Envy. Right? And it's only going to be envious folks that's telling you this, that, and the third about you. These folks don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know how you giving it up. Sundress season, baby. Oh, yes. I know I just ordered me one. There's nothing wrong with that. You know you ain't supposed to judge. People be trying to judge. And talk about that entities. No. People trying to send entities towards you. Because like I told you guys, I'm always the example. And one thing about me, I don't sugarcoat anything. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But this year right here marks 1 year of celibacy for me. You understand what I'm talking about? And I'm still high commodity. Do you understand how I'm giving it up? I said, I thought I made myself clear the first time when I said what I said. In regards to people just get attached to your energy. You understand what I'm talking about? People get attached to your energy. It don't always have to be intimate, and you could be very selective about who you gonna, go there with. That's what I mean, baby. Everybody, it seemed like that part went over the heads of a lot of listeners. It's like you listening for what you to respond instead of listening for guidance. You understand what I'm talking about? I mean what I say. Extra heavy on my energy. Since y'all use me as an example, saying this, that, and the third. This one here, nobody's touching this one here. Okay, it's like you didn't hear me. It's going to be the right one. I don't care if I got to go 2 years, 3 years. I'm going to explore my options. You understand that? Nobody can say that they smashing me out here. Not one person. You understand what I'm talking about? Now that's a flex. You could say whatever you want to say, but you can't say that you laying up with me. Right? Right. And I'm very much grown enough to do that if I want to. But I'm telling you what's going on in the world. Baby, you're not about to have me on your roster. Like, what are you talking about? And I feel damn good. You understand? I don't got nobody else demons in me, on me, none of that. The big purge. I just told y'all guidance came out. See, God knows. I'm just telling you what it's hidden for. You have the right to explore your options. And stop letting people explore you. See? That's the difference. That's the difference. I sleep very good at night. 7 years. I know that's right. I know that's right, baby. And there's nothing wrong with that. I did it. This is not my first time, you know, being in a, like you say, abstinence energy. It's not my first time doing that, because everybody is not worthy of, you. It's not nothing that I just learned by doing what I'm doing right here, answering my call. Like, what? And that's not TMI. I feel like more people should tap into that energy as well. And that's when you can literally say that you have healed. Okay? Because you've been purging and, casting out soul ties that you could have inadvertently created from someone dealing with someone else while they were dealing with you. You understand? This is what we here for. We on a learning adventure. This is what this is all about. And that's why I don't have no shame in telling that to the world. I don't. I don't. But it just go to show you how people will always judge something that they don't know about. That's why I spend a lot of time laughing. Laughter is good for the soul. I would laugh in a heartbeat because I know that people be thinking on me, right? Because of my deliverance, because of the things that I say. But they're not listening. You know what I'm talking about? They're not listening with their spiritual ears. They listen to respond. Like, oh, that's gross, that's nasty. How is gross or nasty if you're not being intimate at all? Make that make sense. So you're going to have a little bit of this, that, and a third going on. But that's fine. You know? All right. So moving on. What else do the collective need to know? Holy Spirit. Fighting is here. Okay? Trust issues, one-sided and detached. Sir, who, what? What is happening here? Again, we have fighting here because I don't know what's happening here. But we have fighting. Trust issues, one-sided and detached is what's going on. Okay? That's what's happening here. All right? This is a situation that you could have definitely moved away from somebody that was an envious hater, someone that was spiteful, someone that was jealous. You know what I'm talking about? Trust issues, one-sided, detached. All of this came with this fighting and envious type of energy right here. Okay? So you could be solely fixated on this energy alone. Okay? Alone. That's what I'm saying. And I don't understand. I really don't understand. And I don't mean no harm to nobody. But at the end of the day, like, what? That's what I'm talking about though, guys. That type of stuff. Like, people think you, man, listen. I don't know what people think that you owe them, or people try to attach themselves to you and without I don't know, without you even knowing who they are. Like, make that make sense. That's crazy work. Look, mind games. Yeah, this is that's now. Look, mind games 2.0. It's immature. We are testing you and analyzing you for what? It's so many people that's doing that and then they get mad because of what reason? So I feel like if somebody can openly say something to you And it makes no sense at all. You can say exactly what you want to, right? Without feeling like you offended someone, because it's like, what do you mean? Like, how? Do you know me? Do I know you? Like, what is going on, baby? All right. So, what? Oh, no. Look, toxic people here. All right? So, I don't know, baby. We got addictions. Wrong crowd is here. High value is here. Okay? Bad advice is here. Okay? And this is the type of individuals that you definitely could have dealt with. Right? And so what I'm doing here is giving you the guidance and setting the record straight. I'm telling you guys, because there's nothing toxic about me. I'm more honest than toxic. Okay? I believe in honesty. And some people don't like the truth. You know, the truth hurts. And I get that. You know? But in life, everybody face the brutal truth, the honest truth at some point. And if you can't handle the truth, just let that be known. But don't try to make it like it's something that is not. Like what? So we got the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident. And whoever this person is that definitely did what they did in regards to you and a situation and a connection, right? By telling this karmic energy things about you to get their foot in the door all the way. Spirit is saying pop out on this individual, like I said. And I didn't just say it, it showed you what guidance coming out here. Pop up came out first. Okay? Pop up, pop out. Then we got guidance that came through here. Then we got a phone call. And then we got dating that came out. Okay? New love options are back on the market. This is what came out. Anything else the collective needs to know here, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. And might I add, you can't trust everybody these days, collective. I'm telling you what's happening in this world. I'm telling you what's happening in this world, collective. Okay? And that's the reason why some of you been inside. So I get it. Instead and saying, you know what, fuck an option. You know what I'm talking about? Like, because some of these energies not even worthy enough to be an option for you because you don't know what they got going on. So I understand that. And that's why I say it too, also pop out for you. It's not no problem with you doing so at any given time. Get out the house. Get out the house, baby. Because you never know. You never know what may happen in the course of a day. You never know who you may run into. You never know how that situation may turn out. But you're not going to find it inside. But Spirit saying, yeah, you got to show this person exactly what you're working with too. Okay? That's a fact. And I mean that. Whatever, let me tell you something, guys. One thing about me, whatever I'm guided to say, and whatever the Holy Spirit tell me to say, I'm going to say it. Now, if folks get offended by it, maybe it's your truth, or maybe you don't want to face the truth, or maybe it don't even resonate with you at all. You know? But just to be commenting weird stuff is crazy work. Okay? So what do we have going on here? Spiritual. Okay? Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. So, Spirit know what he's doing. For some of you guys, it's going to cause an ego death to whoever this is that actually hurt you. And you guys know what to do. You have discernment. Okay? But don't forget that you are on a mission. A divine mission at that. And if you are being used to trigger this person into an awakening, then so be it. This is what you were chosen for. None of your battles are easy. And you can't have nobody coming trying to lock you down, interfering with what you have going on. So for some of you, yeah, it's really not meant for you to be with anyone right now. Like I said, okay, because of all these reasons, people want to magnetically attach themselves to you because you are like a magnet. This is the type of energy that you actually embody. So people start feeling some type of way. Look at this. I love you is here. You understand what I'm saying? Child. We got secret accounts here. And like I said, Spirit know what he doing in regards to this situation here. Okay? Somebody gonna go experience a whole freaking ego death. Downward spiral is here. Spiritual awakening is here. And let me be quite clear with you guys. It's like God don't care who he got to use to get his glory. Do you understand that? And there's nothing that none of us can do about it. There's nothing that none of us can do about that. This is why he created people, not just one person, to complete the mission. They watching you from secret accounts. They had you under some type of spiritual attack. And also Spirit said it's unfinished business here. So whatever you are being guided to do, do it. It don't matter how far-fetched or crazy it sounds or seems to other people. Do it. Because one thing about it, you're gonna know if it resonates with you, if it's on your spirit to do this, then you're gonna do it. For others of you, maybe you haven't got that far on your journey yet. This is a general message for multiple people. But I guarantee you, for the ones that is resonate with, you got it. You got it. You definitely got it. All of that's going, I'm telling you what it's doing. For some of you, you already started. Because many times we get the messages already done. This already started. And now somebody's in the energy of feeling like they love you because you were not the one of the two. Because you were not one of those. You surpassed the facade, the mask, and everything else that they were doing. This is somebody that you knew on the soul-to-soul level. You understand what I'm talking about? Somebody you had to turn your back on. Spirit is saying. For them being freaking shady. And then what he say? What? Pop out. Living in the moment. Like I said, some of you already started. I don't care how far-fetched things sound or seem, collective. Many people not gonna understand your calling and what you do and what you have going on, or your journey, or your mission. And it's not for them to understand as long as you do. Exactly. Vitamin T. Imagine that. You know what I'm talking about? So it's time for you to pop out. Maybe you've been sitting around thinking about that for too long. Maybe that's something that you need to let go of. You understand what I'm saying? You're spending too much time thinking about that. So pop out. A little date ain't never hurt nobody. But I guarantee you, that'll set the tone. That'll let you know where you at with it spiritually. If you're ready for that type of life, Or if you feel like you have more work to do. Or you just want to be friends. Yeah, look, closing this cycle. It's time to close these cycles. This is what's going on. Somebody bit off more than they could chew with dealing with you. And they thought you was one of those. They thought they was going to be able to line you up. But this individual messed around and bit the wrong one. Because you were never after whoever these energies are. Or whatever placement they thought you were. You were always first base. First in line. First and goal, winning team. Always. And sometimes you got to show people where they have you fucked up at. Look at this. Sex addiction going on here. I'm telling you, you're going to cause somebody to have a whole ego debt. Because maybe Spirit is trying to save someone here from this energy right here. And could be using you to do so. GPS is here. Okay? Someone initials could be GP or S. And look, we got moving on, letting go, loving you, and free. And then for many of you, you will be able to move on away from this situation here. After you go out and get a taste of the new of what's going on here and realizing that you've been sitting back, going in and out of hermit mode, worrying about somebody else and who they're being intimate with. Feeling triggered every time you think about it. Like what? What do we have? Love and hate. Yeah. You know? Getting away from this energy. One day you love me, the next day you hate me. What she said, that's a game for fools. And guess what? You also know what they said about a fool. Okay? A wise man change, a fool will stay the same. Look at this. Divine masculine energy in the freaking reverse. Trying to tell you what's happening here. Look, mirroring. Yeah, this person is not mirroring your energy at all. Okay? This is somebody that broke a bond. You guys are not even connecting. You're not even connected to this person no more. At all. At all. Because of this energy, they left you hanging. First of all, collective, you gotta show people how to treat you. You gotta teach them how to treat you. If they don't know on their own, then you gotta teach them how to treat you here. When somebody leave you hanging, it's the utmost disrespect to, not give people no closure, go no contact, or just leave them on red. It's the utmost disrespect. So Spirit say, pop out. You get it? Romance in a reverse. And this somebody's going to be feeling like a jackass because they already counted you out. And by you just sitting there being fixated while they making moves with someone else, it's like they feel like you a jackass. Because they feel like they doing what they want to do. They living their life and you're the one that's sitting here focusing on them and what they got going on. When you deserve so much better than that. Tap in on that. All right? What do we have? Look, married. Okay? Could be somebody you married. I'm telling you. Okay? What else we have? Shocking news. Yay. Yes. Yes. And if you don't believe that someone you marry moving like that deserve to get it in the worst way, I don't know what you thinking then. What else we have? Look, self-love. And that's taking your love away from this marriage situation, pointing it into you and popping out. Do you hear me? Man or woman. It's time for you to do so. There's a whole world awaiting you, baby. And you don't have no problems with getting no one. You just every time you see someone, you just think reliving this situation, like, what's the odds or what's gonna happen? Nothing beats failure with a try. You never know what a nice conversation and a little martini or a little red wine can do for you. With somebody that's on your level and talking your lingo. Then you won't be so fixated and caught up on what was with this fucking scumbag out here that proved that they were literally not shit. Stop denying it. You know, and they broke your heart. And you're going to just keep sitting in this energy. You know, people die from heartbreak. You can transition from having a broken freaking heart. Do you think this person care? But you try to shun me because I'm telling you the truth. Not all of you, of course, but the ones that did. They know who they are. I'm only telling the truth and speaking facts and speaking life into a dead situation. Thank you for the makeup brush. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Guys, may return to you many-fold. I'm trying to save you from something detrimental to you. This was not love. Although you thought it was because you a lover, that don't mean that this person was in it for that. I told you at the very beginning what type of individual you were dealing with. Mr. or Mrs., you get a turn or you get a turn. So I could get what I want in return. I need my return back. And this is somebody that you've been dealing with that has a pattern of doing this to people. And you don't think this person, you don't owe this person nothing. Why would you try to give them respect that they never gave you? You don't owe them no respect. They don't deserve respect from you. And it's not going to eye for an eye, but you don't have to. You don't have to respect whoever this is. They already disrespected themselves. That's enough said. And then blamed you for everything that they did. You were the reason why they did what they did to you. That is abuse. That's mental abuse, emotional abuse, and that is a real thing. True colors is here. You see? And this is what you ran into. If you, hold on, guys. This is what happened here. True colors is what this person showed you. And they've been dying to do so. Workplace affair, massive regrets. Yeah, and they're going to end up regretting it in the end. Ghosted is the key word. And furthermore, you can do whatever you want to do. Anything else we need to learn here, Holy Spirit? Yeah, that you dealt with a phony, a trickster, illusions, and someone that was tapped into the energy of a fairy tale. Now, must I remind you, this is for multiple energies here. And I see new energies in the chat. So it may vary from person to person what resonates with you and what doesn't. Whichever one resonates with you, leave the rest behind, collective. Look, bad news. Okay? This is bad news. Somebody receiving bad news. Faith, healing, meditation, and praying. Yeah. And I feel like that's your energy, or the energy you should be tapping into, versus worrying about what this individual is out here doing. Because they playing some type of game. I'm telling you, whatever this energy did, they did it to get to you. And to have you feeling the way that you feel. Or were feeling, per se, right? Because everyone is not feeling anything about this situation with this person. Some of you already moved on and started dating and, got back on the market and, living your life. It varies. This is a general message. If you guys want a personal reading, then you will have to book your personal reading to see what resonates with you. But for the meantime, in between time, this is for the whole general population. So it's many energies that's here, that's going through several different things. What do we have? Look, yeah. But deep down, they send somewhat screwed up over you, dealing with massive regrets because you found a way to start pouring into yourself. And that's when this person is going to realize that they love you after you wake them the hell up and move away. You on a mission here. It don't matter what people say about your calling or your purpose. You do you. Remember what the Lord said. They didn't believe me, so they're not going to believe you. And I don't expect everyone to agree. But I know one thing, that whatever these messages are that came out, they resonate with some energies here. Different energies on top of that. Somebody here understand exactly what this message is, what it means, and what it's for. Whether it's bits and pieces or the whole entire message. Yeah, look, we got twin flames in the reverse. Somebody forfeited this contract here. I know what I'm saying. This is karmic. And for many of you, you dealt with a karmic individual that you have to wake up and dip. Do you understand? So, of course, they're going to get into other situations to try to make you upset, to make you mad, to hurt you, especially if they know that you were into them. They sitting somewhere laughing at you for feeling the way that you do and not catching on that they are karmic. They're not made to love nobody. This is not what they were designed to do. So either you're going to put yourself out there by exploring your options, like I said multiple times, dating, or putting yourself back on the market. Or you gonna sit there and DJ Khaled voice as another one that this person then screwed over and jacked their life up and left. Because trust me, when you're dealing with these type of karmic energies, it's not just one relationship that these energies been in. They bounce from person to person, collective. Shout out to the chat. And this person was a thug. This is how they wanted to be seen. So what do you think gonna happen when this person really finds someone that they really like, or somebody that they really feel like they can have longevity with? That's when the eye for an eye come in, and it's not gonna be from you. See, whatever this is you have been guided to do is to humble this person, because they think that they finished you. It don't have nothing to do with playing a game, but it's just to show this person that, guess what, you didn't do anything to me. Or it's to prove something to yourself, not even this individual. But spirit is telling you to do so because at the end of the day, it's gonna cause an ego debt. It's gonna be very humbling to this person. Yes, it is. Because they already say what they said in regards to you. I'm doing this and the collective not doing nothing. This is the type of mind these karmic individuals have. And they think of ways and think of scenarios on how they can get back at you, make you feel some way, or do something to you. And now that the truth is coming out, they're gonna feel like, it's drama, you feel a drama, or this is some type of scandal. No, 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 no. This is the truth. So what is the shocking news that came out, Holy Spirit? What is that in regards to? Pop the question. Child, baby, listen to this. And what is this pop the question for? Oh, look what it fell on top of. I love you. Somebody's going to realize how much they love you and how much they should have popped the question to you, or how much they should have kept something to you, they vows or something, because you are long gone and you're moving into another situation in which when you decide to start something new with someone, you are going to know how to love this person properly and correctly after a thorough investigation. And do not feel bad about giving someone a thorough investigation. Otherwise, you're going to be repeating the cycle of everything that you just endured or encountered with this individual right here. So there's nothing wrong with giving this person a whole exam before letting them enter into the portals of your heart. Because that is something that is precious, that is something that is near and dear to you. And you know that when you love someone, you wear your heart on your sleeves for them. So make sure that you don't hesitate on the things that you actually want to know, need to know, or is there anything I should know? You understand what I'm talking about, collective? Don't leave no stone unturned in this situation in regards to the matters of your freaking heart. And whoever got a problem with that, they got a problem with you. So when it come down to somebody saying I love you and asking you to marry you and pop the question, do you know everything you need to know? And if it feel like an interrogation, if this person love you like they saying that they do, they're not going to be offended by you interrogating them. Somebody may even get turned on by it. The fact that you tapped into this self-love energy, just like Spirit told you. And loving yourself is knowing, who you dealing with and who you are letting enter into your life. Because people like to portray and pretend like they're somebody that they're not. And like I said again, it seems like I'm just repeating myself. I'm about to end the live because at the end of the day, this is like a freaking revolving door. The messages that keep on coming out, because it's not going to change. And I'm not going to try to change it up either. This is what this is. Make sure you know who you dealing with. That's for whoever this is that's about to go in a connection. For others of you, the ones that's exploring your options, the same thing applies. Ask questions. Because even when it comes down to befriending these individuals, you need to know what type of friend they are, what they got going on. Yay. The same thing applies. And that's the way that you're going to know if they're going to be a great fit for you or not. Dating, same scenario. So it's really no difference between marriage, dating, all of those things. Because sometimes you have to revisit a situation. If you've been together with somebody for a long time and they just out of the blue propose to you, now it's time to go back to the drawing board, okay, and start asking questions, but about the present, right? You're just going to use the same tactic to make sure that you guys are still on one accord or equally yoked. enough to be going into a commitment such as marriage, baby, because everybody is not worthy of that. Because right now, the statistics and the percentages is up for married couples that's out here cheating. It's up there. Yeah, you can ask. Yeah, PH, you can ask here. Yep, love spell in the reverse. I feel like new energies is here. This is not like the same folks. I feel like those folks came and went, some people, because the energy is changing. And that's what I'm saying. It's not all the same for everyone. It varies. It all depends on who is here energetically. And I'm a feeler. I can definitely feel when there's other viewers that tap in versus the ones that was here from the beginning. Because the first group of my collective wanted all the smoke. I'm telling you right now, and this is like a more settled group that's trying to figure out, what to do. What should they do? Even though they were already told what to do, they're just here for the confirmation of, is what they heard correct? It is. It is. Most definitely. I was in hurting bad about, please get over it. Buddy, is not even worth it. I'm being honest. Nobody is worth your sanity. Nobody. Now I'm picking up on energies that know exactly what they want already, but it's just about you going after it and doing it. You definitely got what it takes to do what you want to do. So the advice for you is to do what you want to do. And that came out here too. Do what you want to do. Cause you can do that. You don't have nobody controlling you. I see a bird flying by my window, collective, and if that's not confirmation and message, then I don't know what is. Do what you want to do. That's why I ask you guys to come through hitting that like button, because I definitely pick up on energy. I'm not sitting up here playing Cleo. You understand what I'm talking about, collective? Wow. Hi, Mandy. Shout out to the chat. Some of you that's here, you were too concerned about what people was gonna think about you. If don't I almost say fuck them people, but that's what I want to say, so I said it. And that's the energy that you need to tap into to make sure you do you, because they don't care. They don't care. As long as you could be under some type of control and you giving them something to talk about, how stupid you're being, they really don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck. But do they like to sit back and laugh and think that you are hurting? Or because they know that someone hurt you? Yeah. Somebody about to try to give you a call and reach out to you, and they just want to see if what they're doing is affecting you. Ta-da, motherfucker, because it's not. Because it's not. They just don't feel your energy no more. That's all that is. They wanna spin a block and check in and see if they finished you or if they crushed you because they playing some type of game by themselves. They playing by themselves. And that's why it's time for you to pop out. I keep saying that. It don't matter where you go. I don't give a damn if you go walk on a park or do something. Go have brunch. Go do something. You never know who you gonna meet, and do it by yourself. You already protected. You don't need nobody to come with you. You're gonna meet somebody while you're there. Huh? You're gonna meet somebody while you're there because you are the magnetic attraction. I guarantee you that. So with you knowing that, why are you sitting back waiting, feeling tormented by the actions of somebody else? Fuck that person too and get up and keep it moving. It don't matter who the person was to you. That don't matter. Now they're used to be a used to. And they know what they did. So when they look like they have that look on their face like they want to see if you affected, smile at them. They gonna hate that shit. Give them the biggest smile ever and let them know that you're okay. They ain't gonna be able to smile when they see you at all. Who can smile when they see somebody that they try so hard to break that's unbreakable? Some of these energies did the most. They could have got married. They could have had a baby. All of those things that this person did, it did not break you or affect you. Moving in with someone, shacking up with someone, doing things with someone that they didn't do with you. Who gives a damn? Because you know the truth. And that's why they mad. Because they know that you know the real truth about them. And you know that they got to live a lie. Fake it till they make it. Thank you, Mr. E. They live in a lie. And they want you to be bogus too. So you pray and ask God to remove all your opponents. And sadly enough, you lost this person that you thought was your forever person. So that had to cut deep at first. But you got to remember, when you ask God, that's what happened. This person had to go right along with everyone else. So you didn't really know how to feel about the situation, whether you wanted to be happy or sad about the shit. It could have been mixed emotions that you were feeling. Not understanding what happened, but you know what you prayed for. So then it all made sense. And then when you look at this sorry motherfucker, you can see it written all over their face like it just happened right on sight. And it's been happening for years. And you were just made aware of it when you finally asked God right here to show you your opponents. Show me the ones that's been working against me. May they all leave my life. And this person had to go, and you think that this person just decided to leave? No, they were directed the hell away from you, guided out. No good snake in the fucking grass. You don't know how long Spirit been waiting on you to say those words, to ask. Remember, ask and you shall receive. And as soon as you did, your relationship, quote unquote relationship, failed. How ironic is that? You didn't fail. You understand? Let's be clear on that. You didn't fail. You did what you was on top of what you was supposed to be on top of. Faith, healing, meditation, and praying. Thank you, I am worthy. I'm telling you, it's a whole new group of people that's here right now. Definitely, Mandy. But remember how Paul started off, too. Okay? It wasn't until tragedy struck until he got right. Right? When he could no longer see, then he believed. And that's why you are being called to spiritually awaken whoever this is, whether you be with this individual or not. You were chosen for this. This person needs to have an ego debt. But what they didn't know is while they was doing what they were doing to you, they didn't know that God was using you to give them the ego debt to humble them. They thought whenever they did what they did to you that they was going to finish you. You still standing tall. And now they scared. Now they scared. Because they know something brewing. They're like, if the collective still standing, after everything that I did to them, something is going on here. That's what they thinking about. Something coming. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I got to do. Oh, they're going to be humble. Now the thing is, how God is going to use you to do that, I don't know. You know though, or you will know in due time. But for the most part, Spirit is saying go enjoy your life. Because, listen, it may even be wherever you journey into whenever you decide to do that. Cause this person to get right and act right. Yay! It may not be for you. Maybe with someone else. But the purpose is you on a mission. You on a mission to do this. Only you can do this. Only you can cause energies to have ego deaths out here. No regular person can do that. And like I say, this is a karmic energy here. But once they cross paths with you, everything was all said and done, and they didn't know that, but they're going to find out. Whether you karmic, whether you a twin, it don't matter who you supposed to be. When you cross one of God's chosen ones, and I wouldn't even say that this is a twin. I really strongly feel in my heart like a twin flame is not going to do these type of things to you. I don't know. I don't know, collective. Something in my soul just tell me that a twin wouldn't do this to you. This is some karmic energy, collective. Something that I don't know. I just can't agree on, the twin energy. No. Because to me, a twin is a soulmate. I feel like it's no difference between your twin and a soulmate. You only get one of those. And I don't think it's this individual here. Your twin is going to love you down. Because they're going to understand the concepts of hurting you will be hurting themselves. And they're just not about to go that route. They're not about to be hurt. It's a karmic person that'll sit and hurt long as they hurting you. They'll hurt themselves trying to hurt you. And it's not some of you out here hating your twin because you feel like it's your twin that did this. No, baby, that's all karmic. The only way I can see that happening is if you have like a karmic contract with a twin. Then what would be the point of you having a twin flame if you had a karmic contract with them? I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. All of us be learning on this journey. You know, when I get these downloads, it's not coming from me, okay, at all. So when spirit place it on my heart and my mind, my body, my soul to give you, you know, these messages here, sometimes I go back and listen to them myself. Because usually when I'm tapping in, I'll remember some things, but I don't remember the message. If that makes sense. I don't be remembering what I say verbatim. Now, had this been me just talking to you guys, then yeah, I may remember that when I hear it again. But when I'm listening and watching, I'm like a brand new person tapping in too. That's what I'm saying. And then, you know, people don't understand that, you know, and I get it. I understand that because some of them may not believe that that's true. But again, like I said, they didn't believe Jesus, collective. So who are you, right? And that's how people generally look at it. But I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So when I listen, I'll be like, damn, I'll be laughing too. All of that. Because it's no different than me listening to another reader. You know, it's not. And any reader, even if you are one, and you listen to your reads, okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially if you honest, right? You know what I'm talking about. You be like, damn, like, what? Be tapping in, going back, rewinding, and everything. Okay, that resonates with me, that don't resonate with me. And it's just that simple. But when you in the chat, sometimes you don't understand that. And that's the reason why I try to break it down. I don't be trying to be disrespectful to nobody in the chat. I try to make sure they understand before I be disrespectful. But I shouldn't have to take your disrespect because you don't understand. And I keep on trying to tell you every chance I get. I try to break it down for the collective so they can understand, you know, what this is all about. And not just here, with anybody that you watch. They do have great readers out there, you know, that be on point. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the way that you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it. You gotta go in. When you tapping in with tarot, you gotta go in that way, knowing that you're using discernment, because some things may be for you in its entirety, or some it may be bits and pieces, or it may even be something that go off track. Then it's not for you. Once you be like, oh well, it's taking a left turn, that means that it's not your message. But when it's resonating, it's resonating. And how you know it's resonating? Because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. And that's when you start praying and releasing it. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Okay, I definitely got to possibly get out of here. About to take my shower, you guys, and probably go take me a little walk or something. Give me a little snowball or something. Like I said, I'm going to post a picture on the community board. Like I said. Okay, collective? Because I'm going to need my winners to get up. I'm going to need you to get up, baby. Fix your hair, sis. Go get your arm lining, bro. Some of y'all may call it edge ups. Where we from, we call it linings. Go get your fresh lining and all this, that, and the third. And let's go. Let's go. Do you understand? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and blessings.